So this is the Renault electric car. It's a full-sized the Fluence, and you can see there's no sound at all. Let's go inside. This is like a real car, and it's just electric.
Exactly. Welcome on board the Fluence 100% electric.
It's even hot inside.
There is heating. This is a real car.
Real car.
There is heating. It's made by electric resistors. This car moves by itself without doing any sound.
And you drive like normal?
I drive normal like an automatic gearbox. I'm in drive position. Actually, the car just has one gear because the motor can go from 0 to 11,000 RPM, so I don't need a gearbox, I don't need a clutch. It's very simple mechanically.
So how long a time ago has this been ready as a prototype?
This prototype is actually a second generation. So the first generation was already in test for some years. Now this car is really pre-production. This car really looks like it's what's gonna go for sale really for customers.
Wow. Just in a few months.
In a few months. Well, actually 1 year. Next year, at the same date, this car will be released officially.
All right.
So
what is the range on this battery right now?
Right, the battery right now is rated 160 kilometers.
Does it say the battery in there? The meter is up there on the left.
Here this is the consumption.
Yeah.
Instant consumption. I put it in this position because this is prototype car and the range it says 1 kilometer, which is not correct.
Okay.
So we don't take notice of this. But yeah, it's rated 160 kilometers of range, depending of course on the weather conditions, because as you see, the heating eats a lot of energy when you heat up the car. Climatization also. The AC is a compressor. If I go like this, ready for acceleration.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite strong acceleration.
Ooh, this is like a rocket. Wow.
Really strong and linear acceleration, because the electric motor characteristic is that it has maximum torque at almost 0 RPM. It means the more.
I mean, you can see there. I'm really happy there. I felt some electric power.
Yeah, you felt the power.
So it can go from 0 to how many? Did you say in how many seconds?
The Fluence is rated 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 7 seconds, which is quite sporty. A sports car some years ago was about this.
So it even works with the windows.
All the comfort features of a standard car.
There, open the window, so now the battery needs to heat it up a little bit more.
Yeah, just maybe not. Yeah, there is a regulation.
And there's going to be a whole kind of like a system on the internet and stuff with a better place. They want to do some serious stuff there.
They will put where the stations are, some informations about traffic and everything.
Nice.
Precisely, I don't have any more information, but of course a lot of things can be done.
Cool.
So the car actually has the motor plant in the front. This is the same architecture like a petrol car. It's a front-wheel drive. The batteries are placed in the back, parallel to the rear seats. You'll see behind they are vertical because this car is ready for a better place with the quick drop system. So the vertical battery goes down, the new one goes up in 3 minutes, and then you go.
So Renault is officially mass manufacturing electric cars?
Yes, and they will produce a range of 4 cars from the utilitarian version, the Kangoo, which also is the prototypes are actually working at the moment too. We are using them for the road show. Then there's the tourism car, for 4-door sedan with a rear trunk. This is it, the Fluence. Then there will be a mid-range car, more for town driving, called the Zoe, with really nice looks and same characteristics of driving. And the Twizy, which will be really urban, quite a kind of combination like between a scooter and a little car for urban transportation.
Cool.
So this whole range will satisfy some users' need of transport. You know. So, you want to do a second lap or?
No, it's
Okay.
It's cool. Thanks a lot.
Pour l'instant, parce que j'avais à 5 heures. Le monsieur qui était venu.
There we're opening the trunk.
Yeah. We're opening the
So what's
trunk.
going on here?
What's going on? Looks like, when you look quick, it looks like a conventional motor. Has the same architecture. Well, it's pretty different in fact. There's 3 levels in this car, in the motor plant. The first level is actually the motor. The motor with a pinion of, that gives power. The differential goes to the transmission and directly to the wheels. It's very simple, very easy, and the weight is way down, so it's pretty good.
Then actually this construction here is supposed to be cheaper in mass production than a petrol car. It's simpler. In theory.
Cheaper. It will be cheaper with the volume, I guess.
Yeah.
But of course, now each is a fortune. The cost of this car is very, very expensive. But of course, in mass production, there will be gains in the mechanic part because you have no gearbox, no pinions, which are very expensive to machine. But it will be partly compensated by the big electronic device that is on the second floor. This is like an electronic control unit to convert 400 volts into signals to the motor. When you accelerate, you do a variation of throttle. It will be done by this big power plant. Or this is power supply variation, you know. And then on the top floor, which looks like a cam cover, but it's not. This is where the energy is split between all the car points. This orange stuff is the high voltage. It's 400 volts or 220, depends on which. So when you charge the car, the energy arrives here and it's split around the car and in different places. You can see on the bottom there is this square here with the orange connector. This is the electric compressor for the climatization, you know, for air conditioning, which is electrified. Everything is electrified in the car. The steering power, which is also electrified, the heating, everything. We still have a 12-volt battery here. This battery actually gives some energy to the accessories, like the lights, the ventilation, GPS, navigation. Because this is already produced in 12 volts, it would be really expensive to rethink everything for 400 volts. And this is the ECU, this is the control unit, this is the personality of the car.
So eventually this kind of battery will just take it from the main battery, right? Eventually.
This battery is charged by the big power battery of 400 volts, we will see in a moment. This is just to have a 12 volt power plant.
Okay.
So you can have lights and everything in case the spot. So,
but the battery is under, right?
That you know.
Not on this prototype?
On the Fluence, for the quick grab system, they put it a bit differently. It's vertical here on the back, so it does eat a bit of space. There is a little protrusion, but the advantage is when you go for quick drop, the battery goes down. A robot takes it, switch with a new battery, plops it up, and you go.
So this is better place as well.
This
it's not only a flat one; it can be like this.
Exactly. This is optimized for this car, and the electric version is longer than the petrol car. It's 13 centimeters more. Actually, exactly this. See, they put some design feature here to make it visually not so long. Okay. So actually, the car is 13 centimeters more longer on the back. From the back axle, not here.
Yes. Yeah. So that's cool. This is it. All right. Thanks a lot.
Well, you're welcome.
Thanks a lot.